So first off, for me, tell me about the personalities in the clubhouse. Like, who's the funniest dude on Team USA, and who's going out to dinners together?
We've had a few good dinners. Funniest on team, I think I got to go with, he's my teammate. It's Pete Alonso. The guy's sneaky, very, very funny. So, love having him around, especially the new guys. As for dinners, we've had some, good ones. We had one in, Arizona with, special guest Chris Paul. He came in and talked to us a little bit, which was pretty cool. So, had a good dinner there. And then Wainwright got a bunch of the guys and their families together last night for a little dinner and to watch the Japan game. So, has some good, team bonding. It's tough in a tournament like this where you got to come together, extremely quick. We have 7 games at most to, come together, and I think this team has done a good job with that.
Jeff, how you doing, baby? 2-part question. It's like a lot of people is just complaining the WBC. You've been part of spring trainings, a lot of spring trainings in your career. This one's different. Do you feel that playing in this tournament, obviously you're not getting as many at-bats that you would be getting during spring training, but you're still getting your work in. Do you feel that physically you're ready to start the season as you would be for the Mets? And expectations. Obviously, the Mets have tremendous expectations. Team USA has tremendous expectations. You ramping yourself up in March for this expectation, a little different than October, obviously. But how has that just all been feeling for you?
I do feel like I'll be ready for the season. I haven't got as many at bats as I wanted to in this tournament, but still doing my work in the cage. Still keeping the swing where it needs to be. But have a plan when I get back to spring training on Wednesday or Thursday, and go to the backfields and try to make up those bats. It was a week for me since my last at bat. Got a few at bats in the other game, but it's tough to stay a little bit sharp. But I came into the tournament sharp, so I know I can get ready pretty quick. And as for expectations, this year with the Mets, we have extremely high expectations. Just like coming into this tournament, I think we kind of expected to be where we are right now, and we want to win the whole thing. So it's gonna be a fun game tonight. Can't wait, and it's gonna be a fun 162 plus playoffs hopefully with the Mets this year. So looking forward to that.
Jeff, we're going to have you on a bunch this year. So before we get into the whole Mets, the season of the Mets, because we'll get to talk to you a bunch, I want to talk about tonight's game. Are you going to play second base?
We actually haven't got a lineup yet, so unsure of that. Right?
D-Row doesn't give you the text message, "Hey, you're playing second," or Tim Anderson's playing second, or anything like that.
In our tournament, we were getting the lineup, especially in pool play. I think those were kind of scripted out. So, and these final games, haven't heard, but just looking forward to a fun game.
No, bull crap. You want to play? Go in there and say, D-Row, I was the batting champion last year. Stick me in at second base. I don't care who's pitching. I'm going to take my knobless bat. I'm going to get 3 hits. We're going to whoop Japan. Let's go, D-Row. Don't give me the politically correct answer. Bull crap. You want to play? Go text D-Row. Say, I want to play.
Yeah, everyone wants to play. It's probably one of the biggest games. I think I saw some of the numbers in the most watched games. I think I think this has a chance to be the most watched game I think ever. So obviously want to be a part of that and get USA championship.
Yeah, so you want to play. So tell D-Row I want to play. That's it.
All right,
if you text him and say I want to play, you'll play.
Yeah.
He needs some motivation. You need to get in there. Let's after you guys win, are you going to piss in Turner, Real Muto, and Schwarber's bags right as they're leaving so that they get back and all their stuff smells like piss and you're like, yeah, suck on that.
Absolutely. Start the season off hot for them. So
yeah, you got it.
We're no longer friends after tonight. So,
but when are you no longer friends? Do you get the medal around your neck and then you're like, then you go and dump their stuff, or are you dumping it during the game while you're getting ready to pinch hit? Since you're clearly not going to text D-Ross.
As soon as we get the medal, it's business after that.
Back to your corners.
Back. Yep. Go back.
Hey,
saying
Jeff.
some rule.
Oh, go ahead, Jonesy.
I was saying, so obviously, I mean, a lot of things going on now with rules. No more shift. How's that? As left-handed hitter, obviously, you can put the ball where you want, but how's that going to affect you? You think you're going to repeat as batting champion since more space?
Yeah, no, it's interesting for a guy like me. I was able to go the other way pretty easily and beat the shift. Not going to be able to do that anymore. So when they it was nice when they did shift me. It gave me an approach. It told me hit the ball here, look for a pitch to hit the ball there. When they don't shift me, it's a little bit different. You got to stay kind of in the middle of the field and you got to hit the ball where it's pitched. So I think I'll hit for a little bit more power. I'm able to pull the ball without worrying about four guys being on that side and smoking it right into the shift. So I think I'll hit for a little bit more power and hopefully keep that average well above 300 as well.
So Jeff, yeah, the shift I don't think affects you as much because I'm sure a lot of teams didn't shift on you because of the way. But you use I talked about earlier, and for people that don't know, you use the knobless bat, right? You choke up what, as Todd Frazier likes, about 4.5 inches.
Sometimes depends on who I'm facing.
So, can you explain to listeners and the viewers? There was a story I heard it the other night about how you got it, how you started using that bat, and why you use it. Can you explain what it does for you and how it allows you to get inside the ball and use your swing?
Yeah, I got the bat in 2015 from our minor league hitting coordinator, and it just felt really good. The first one I ever got was I think it was 35-33. It's a giant bat, so I choke up a lot on it, and just try to barrel it. And I felt with that longer length and more weight in the bat. As long as I barreled it, it would come off harder. So fell in love with it. Been using it ever since. But it just gives me great back control. I'm not much of a power guy, so I don't need this monster big old barrel with a small handle that I can swing super hard and hit a bunch of bombs. I'm the kind of guy that needs that back control to move runners over, drive runners in with runners on third base, less than 2 outs. Just got to put the ball in play, and that bat gives me the control to do so. It's got a pretty thick handle as well, so it just makes it a little bit easier to control the barrel. So yeah, it looks like I choke up a ton. It's a 35-inch bat, so I'd probably try to make it a 33, and but yeah, no, it just feels good in my hands.
Your teammates make fun of you? Has anyone ever made fun of, like when you first started using it, and say you were in AA and then you went to AAA and then in the big leagues? I guarantee you one of your teammates was like, "What the heck is it?" Was there anyone that was like, "What the heck are you doing? Like, get down on the knob and let's try to go deep." Like, right? There had to be somebody that was.
Yeah, no, I still. I mean, it's all over Twitter every single night I play baseball. What was McNeil using? There's no handle. He chokes up. Like, what's he doing? What's he doing? But yeah, same with teammates too. A lot of guys, they'll pick up my bat. When I'm at a tournament like this, just pick it up, and they're actually, quite surprised a lot of the times. They're like, that actually kind of feels kind of good. They would never use it, but it feels good in their hands. And I know like Pete Alonso liked using it. He hasn't used it in a game, but he's picked it up and said that's not too bad.
Yeah, they got to take a picture of your wallet too. That's not too bad either. Who's the guy on this team that is like from afar when you've watched him, you're like, that guy's a jerk. Like, I don't like that guy. That guy's a dick. And now that you've gotten to know him, you're like, okay. Like, maybe I kind of like this guy. Oh,
that's tough. I don't think there's anybody on this team, who I was not looking forward to meeting. These are the best players in baseball. So, these are the ones you want to associate yourself with. But I think, no one, I've ever had problems with. So, I've enjoyed, every single one of them, and, just good group of guys.
Jeff, I need the CP3 story. You said Chris Paul showed up at dinner in Arizona. What did he say? How did that all come about?
Yeah, no, he showed up. I think we were at Astros in Scottsdale, and nice team dinner, and D-Rose brought in special guests, and it was Chris Paul. So pretty cool to have him in there. Just gave us a little pump up speech. talked about his time with Team USA, and when they didn't win it, and the next Olympics I went out and took care of business. So it was a kind of a take care of business speech, and I think the guys really appreciated it.
Was it better than Adam Jones's speech, his Redeem Team speech, or Adam Jones being like, "Yo, I am the legend of the World Baseball Classic"?
I think Adam Jones is the legend of the World Baseball Classic with that catch he made.
Better than Randy's catch last night?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Come on.
That was so much more athletic. That was so much more athletic.
Hey, Adam Jones didn't sign autographs in the middle of an at-bat, though, while there was a runner on first after his catch.
That is true. That is true. But, no, I love the one Josie made. That was fantastic. But, yeah, the one Randy made last night was good. He's been an electric player all WBC, and it has been fun to watch.
Hey, one more from me. I want to get this story in because it's most relevant right now, and I'm just so curious about how Team USA is put together. So apparently there's a story with you running into Mark DeRosa, and that's how some of this came about. Is that really how the team's put together? Like, I'm thinking there's this like big war room, and they're writing down all the names of all the players, and they're hitting them all up on the phone or their agents and talking through things. There's been multiple stories. We had Lance Lynn on yesterday, and he said like he's out with the boys, kicking back, having some beers. He FaceTimes D-Row at like midnight, like, "Yo, I'm playing. I don't give a shit." Like, so is that how it happened with you too? You're at a golf tournament, you guys are kicking back, having some beers, and then you're just like, "Yo, I'm playing." Is that? I just thought it would be like more of this formal. "Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. I'd love for you to play for Team USA."
Yeah, no. We were down at in Mexico at Diamante for a golf tournament, and it's a bunch of big league guys, and I knew D-Rose was going to be there, so it was already kind of brought up about playing in the WBC. I had nothing official yet, but my agent was in contact with Tony Regans, and they had been talking. So I think it kind of helped my case. When I saw him, I went up to him, and we had dinner together, and just talked to him a little bit. Told him I wanted to be a part of this. I know how special it was going to be and how much fun it was going to be. So I told him, in any aspect, I'd love to be a part of it. Would love to, help this team in any way I can. So he said, we'd love to have you. And I think, there was a chance, I was on the team before what happened with Trevor Story. It's super unfortunate what happened with him, but, I think there was still a chance, I would have been a part of it. But, with Trevor Story going down, that kind of, allowed me to, for sure have that spot. So, super, fortunate to be here. But, tough what happened to him, and, wish him all the best. But, hope we can, take home the championship tonight.
So, speaking of the championship, if you win tonight, you can see I'm obviously rooting for you guys hardcore, right? But if you guys win tonight, you're going to take the gold medal back to Mets camp. You got Eduardo Escobar, who's on Venezuela, who you guys beat, right? You're going to have, you got Verlander, you got Scherzer, you got all these guys, poor Edwin Diaz, right? Unfortunate what happened to him. But are you going to take your medal and be like, "Here it is, boys. Look what I got." Like I know Escobar, he's a great guy, right? So you go up to him and be like, "Here you go, Eduardo. You missed out. We got this." Like, I'd be showing that thing off to everybody, especially the guys I played and we beat.
Yeah, for sure. Me and Edwin Diaz were, always joking in spring training. If I ever get to face you, I'm going to take you deep. So, it's unfortunate I didn't get to, face him this, WBC and, everything that happened with him. But, definitely going to, show it off in the locker room a little bit. You got all the Puerto Rico guys. You got Esky with Venezuela, and, they had a good tournament as well, but, just not as good as us.
When you go back to camp, you got to go to Edwin's place, though. I heard they're taking care of him. That's everyone said. A nutritionist, he's got the trainers, got the chef. Like he's got it all going on over there to get back, and beat the timeline so he can get back for the playoffs for you guys.
Yeah, they're taking care of him. We got a great owner with Steve who really cares. So love what they're doing with him, and I hope we can see him this year at some point. That'd be fantastic, and I think. If he came back, it'd be playoff time, and that would be electric if he could pull it off.
Can't wait to hear that song again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jeff, have a great time tonight. Go kick some ass for USA. We appreciate having you on. We're looking forward to having you on throughout the season. And I promise I can't promise because I'm not in charge of Wi-Fi, but shame on the hotel. We'll get better Wi-Fi for you. I know it's better at Citi Field. Stevie pays for the best Wi-Fi there, so we'll be good the rest of the season, bud. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. You guys have a good one.